Nearly 14 years ago, just days after the September 11th terror attacks, Mohamed Attia was fired from his job as an engineer at the Atomic Energy of Canada Limited, AECL, and he was branded a terror suspect. He was Muslim, he was born in Egypt, and he had a name very similar to one of the ringleaders of the September 11th attacks, Mohamed Atta. That then led to an interrogation by the RCMP and CSIS, and after that, his sudden dismissal from the Crown Corporation. He was eventually reinstated, but on the condition that he drop a Human Rights Commission complaint and a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against those federal agencies. The cloud of suspicion lingers, he says, and his personal and professional life has now unraveled. He's been fighting to clear his name ever since, and next week he'll be on Parliament Hill to press his case. So what's his message for the federal government? Joining me now from Toronto is Mohamed Attia. Good to see you, Mr. Attia. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me here.
So you've been trying to clear your name now for 14 years. How did that one day you were mistaken for someone else change your life? Give me a broad sense if you can.
Unfortunately, this one-day event that happened on 9/11/2001 has turned to become a 24-hour, 7 days a week ordeal for me and for my family since that day. Accordingly, because of this, to summarize, I simply lost my health, I lost my career, and I lost my family.
You had filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit and a Human Rights Commission complaint. Both of those, if I understand correctly, were dropped, and that was part of the settlement that you came to in order to reinstate your job, to reinstate you in your job. Why did you agree to that decision, and do you think that it was the right decision?
Indeed, it was not the right decision at all. But when I go back with my memory to that time, the government approach was twofold. First was to force me to sign this immoral, illegal settlement under the most huge duress and unfair conditions, and without having proper legal representation.
In what way was the deal illegal? It was a settlement that you agreed to as part of an agreement to get your job back. Why do you say it was illegal?
It is against my rights under the Charter because it doesn't clear my name. It leaves me open with restrictions on my travel rights.
Let's get a sense of what you want now then from the government. The settlement has happened. I can show people a little bit of what the Justice Minister Peter MacKay said at the time. He was in opposition, and he made this statement in the House of Commons. Viewers can take a look at it. Peter MacKay said the following: being wrongfully listed or wrongfully accused can cause irreparable harm to a person. Just ask Mohamed Attia, who, without a charge or even accusation, was fired from his job at the Chalk River Atomic Energy Facility after being wrongfully accused of being involved in terrorist activities. That's what he said at the time. What would you like to see from him and from the government now?
At the first least, I would ask the government to clear my name immediately. There's no need to keep my name uncleared. I need to clear my name in order so that my children could be 100% sure that their father has never been and was never a terrorist.
Clear your name how?
I simply ask them to issue us indicating that they have no interest anymore in anything against me, and that they have closed my file. And I have that letter sent to them last year in the fall. I never get a response for this.
The fact that your security file is still open, what impact does it have on your life right now, other than the obviously the personal issues that you're dealing with?
It had a great deal of negative impact on my relationship with my children. My children need to be assured mistaken or this mistake that ever impact their future because of the relationship with me. And on top of that, I need to have my freedom to travel anywhere in the world without fear of harassment or blackmail from any authorities around the world. This is most I have a police state that's existing there right now. I have no guarantee that they can do anything, and I have no power to do anything about this.
And you haven't heard back from the government since you wrote that letter?
No.
Mr. Attia, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for your time today, sir.
You are most welcome.